It's time to give you guys an update of what I've been playing for Pokemon TCG regarding one of my favorite trainers, N. So we're going to be going over an update on N-Zoroark, one of the two variants that I'm currently playing, both locally and competitively. So stay tuned, guys, for the deck profile, and I'll catch you guys soon. So before we begin, I just want to say thank you for checking out my previous video on the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I want to, again, because I didn't get to explicitly state this in the video, for that deck is I am by no means saying that it's the best build. It's one of the unique ways that I've been kind of just exploring that deck specifically, because I feel like even though the deck, like the Marnie's Grimmsnarl, the standard build is really good, the Frostless engine, I am thinking long term, because we're starting to see more and more counterplay against decks that just kind of lock or like distribute damage counters. I've been seeing it both locally and I've been seeing it online on not Limitless, on Pokemon TCG Live. People like actually teching the crap out of their decks to handle that kind of counterplay, or not counterplay, to handle that kind of play. And even though, yes, we have ways around it, it's still something that we need to be cognizant of. So I was experimenting with other things, and even though Pidgeot's getting rotated out, it was just one of the ways that I was thinking when I first was exploring Marnie, of how you can play the deck. There are other ways too. I'm thinking of looking at some of the other methods or the other versions of the deck. I will be showcasing a couple other Pokemon decks. I have a Kangaskhan deck that I'm currently brewing, as well as I want to do an update on my the Charizard deck before it rotates out, just to showcase what it looks like before like it finally does its swan song and leaves the meta, as well as a Gardevoir list before it rotates out. I'm also planning on showcasing kind of like some of my post rotation drafts, the decks that I'm drafting for post rotation as well. I'll be probably coming up later this month or next month, because this is where I usually start to prep. I usually start selling out cards that I don't need, that are going to be rotating out, and stuff that I either downgrade them if I'm going to still use them, which I did for most of my cards that are going to rotate out. I just downgraded them and sold the higher rarities that I used, or I am keeping them for my personal collection. So I will showcase what I am thinking about post rotation for a lot of these decks, including Zoroark. But that's enough of me rambling. Let's get on to the actual deck profile. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more content like this. We're going to start off with the Pokemon. So we're still playing the 4/4 of the Zoroark. It's just pretty much standard. We're going to put them on the side here. Let me just get the... Okay. We're playing a 4/4 of that. I'm still playing 2 copies of the N-Zoroark. I can't wait till we get N-Zekrom. Then the deck actually really just becomes a very strong deck, because it can hit for higher than 170 without having to rely on damage counters or certain effects. So we play 2 copies of the Reshiram. I would still play 2, just because it's a generically just an overall better attacker early game. And I'm actually putting back in, this is the variant that I've been seeing people like Liam Halliburton and Azul playing, which is the Darmanitan line. But I decided to do a different route, so I'm playing 2 Darmaka and 1 Darmanitan. And my reasoning behind it is I wanted to limit the number of bricks in my deck and be able to have more playables. And since the Darmanitan is mainly here against Goldengo, Joltik Box, and other decks that run heavy at grass attackers / metal attackers like Goldengo, this helps me punish that matchup. It's also really good against Ceruledge, because it punishes them from discarding so much energy via backdraft. You get to just have Zoroark one shot, or if you're trying to preserve your Zoroark for an additional attack, you can backdraft with the Darmanitan itself. So we're playing a 2-1 line, and in my testing, it's been doing fine. In fact, with this variant of the list, I went X1 at my locals, and it's just been a really fun deck. So continuing on with the lineup, I play one Pheasantipity EX. You need it. It's a great revenge draw 3, and it's a needed staple. I'm playing one Mega Absol because it's a really good secondary attacker that you can employ, and it's a dark type, so it synergizes with the supporters in this deck. And then one copy of the Pecharunt EX. I decided to finally get the SIR just so I can kind of bling out this deck. Next, we play one copy of Yveltal. The clutch attack is so strong, and it's been very helpful in my my testing. Just being able to freeze one of my opponent's key, like either high retreat Pokemon or just their key pieces that they need onto the active zone, and just slowly chip them away and then go for game. Like against Goltic Box, I'll sometimes, if they have the Latios on bench, I'll just boss it up, pull up the Yveltal, and just clutch it for 40 every time, keeping it in the bench. I mean, keeping it active while I set up for my next attack. And it's a great way of denying if they early play the. It's a good punish if your opponent plays certain attackers earlier than needed. And lastly, we play one Monkey Dory. This build, we're only playing one Monkey Dory because we need room for the Darmanitan line, but in other builds, I would recommend playing at least 2. So we're gonna go on to the supporters. I am playing 4 copies of Lily's Determination. It's pretty much a staple in all decks. Oh, actually, I forgot one last Pokemon. I'm playing one Badoo for the item lock. So again, back to the supporters. We're playing 4 copies of the Lily's Determination, 3 copies of the Iono. It's just a good hand disrupt, and it's good just hand fixing. Kind of a staple at 3. I am playing 2 copies of Boss's Orders, 2 copies of Janine's Secret Art. So this is a tech that I've been playing with this deck, and it's actually been working really well in my testing. Like being able to freely power up the Zoroarks in order to do an attack, or even the Absol to threaten an attack, is really helpful because it allows me to quickly set them up and just go for attacks. And it's just overall just a strong supporter. I am going to be cutting this once we get I'm just waiting for the full art and Ascended Heroes of the Black Belts. I actually kind of like the full art, but in some build you could get away with one and playing either the Zoroark or the Black Belt that gives an additional 40 to your active Pokemon's attack. And then lastly, we play one Turo's Scenario. I actually didn't play Turo's Scenario in my previous builds because I was trying to go for a more I didn't anticipate needing to use it, and after playing that tournament that I went X1, I realized I still need it. And post rotation, there are substitutes or like ways to go to address this need. So honestly, it's fine. But right now I'm just playing one. And then for the items, I play 4 Buddy Buddy Poffin, 2 Nest Ball. Let me just move everything else away. I can make some room. So I play I'll leave the items out at least. So 4 Buddy Buddy Poffin, 2 Nest Ball. I play 2 Ends PP up, 2 Counter Catcher, 2 Super Rod. I actually prefer Super Rod right now because it's really good at preventing yourself from decking out, because one of the things about this deck is in your search for getting the material, the pieces that you need, you're sometimes gonna lower your deck size pretty quickly, and just being able to get back either energy or Pokemon that were knocked out that you need back into the deck is very helpful. And then 1 Pal Pad and 1 secret box for the items. For the tools, I'm playing 1 TM Evolution, 1 Binding Mochi, 1 Defiance Span, and 1 Air Balloon. So I'm playing 4 tools, which means I'm also playing 1 Artisan and 2 Town Store. The idea of the Town Store is I got this from Azul, and I actually took this a similar variant of this list, but I was running 2 TM Evolutions and 1 counter gain, and it was really helpful just to be able to Town Store into TM Evolution and then just get my advantage going, which is really helpful. So that's one of the reasons why I'm playing this engine over like the Arvin or the Cyrano build, because you're able to take advantage of your tools and stadiums more to help you gain advantage, and I actually liked it. So that's it for the rest of the trainer cards. The last cards that we have is just the energy. I'm playing 7 Darkness and 1 Superior Reversal Energy. I mean, so I hope you guys like this quick video. I am going to showcase the other variant of Zoroark that I've been kind of like just messing around with, as well as I am going to be doing a profile on my Kangaskhan box deck, as well as an update on Dragapult, Charizard, Gardevoir, and all the other decks that I am currently having in my rotation. So I hope you guys like this video. I will be doing more Pokemon TCG related content in the near future. I just wanted to showcase what I've been cooking with Zoroark and showcase like the deck is actually still really strong, and it's just going to get stronger with Ascended Heroes. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Also crack that like button, and don't forget to stay on point, guys. Peace out.